Hello my dear student, welcome to Nagesh Karasge Orchid School channel. Myself Hina Patel going to teach you 7th grade mathematics. We will start with a new chapter, that is chapter number 11, perimeter and area. You are very familiar with this word, perimeter and area. Today we will start with some perimeters. We will learn some perimeters as well as area such like triangle, rectangle, circle, etc. So, one by one we will start how to find out a perimeter and area of the following. So, what we are going to learn in this chapter? Just we will have a summary. In short, first we will have an introduction, then triangle as a part of a rectangles. We will learn in detail about this also. Triangles as a part of rectangles, other congruent parts of rectangles, then perimeter and area of a parallelogram, perimeter and area of a triangle, circumference and area of a circle. The what is the word circumference? Is nothing but a perimeter of a circle, and conversion of units and where we apply this in our daily life, and at the last we will summarize the whole chapter. So, to learn this all perimeter and area of a triangle, rectangle, parallelogram and circle, we will try to see some video before this and we will find out what will be the perimeter and area of the following.
Look at this swimming pool. Its outer boundary is the perimeter of this pool. Perimeter of this pool is the total length of all its sides. Perimeter refers to the distance around a closed figure. Sometimes we get confused with the words perimeter and area, but they are quite different. The amount of surface enclosed in a closed figure is called its area. It is measured in square units. Let's see how to find out area of a rectangle and a square. We can calculate the area of a rectangle by multiplying length by the breadth. Next is square. Area of a square is equal to the product of its length and breadth. Since length and breadth of a square are equal, its area is equal to the square of the length of a side.
Now, while seeing the video, you understood that we can find out the area of a different shape figures as well as the perimeter of that. Today we will have some more examples, so it will be more easy to understand. You might be seeing some picture over here, that is nothing but an table which is in a square shape. So, we will see the what is to be find out in the given question. The measurement of a boundary of a square shaped top of a table is 104 inches. You measure in centimeter, we can measure in inches. This is a small area, what we call small figure, that is nothing but a table. So, we measure it in inches, that is a boundary of the square shaped top of a table is given as 104 inches. Find the length of side of the top of table. What is given to us? The measurement of a boundary of the top of the table is given to us is nothing but its perimeter. It is the perimeter of the top of a table. So, the length of a side of a top of table we have to find out, means the whole perimeter is given to us of a table. We have to find out what will be the length of the side. Now, it is very easy. because it is a square. So, all the sides of a square are equal. So, length of side of a top of table is equal to its perimeter upon 4. Why 4? Because it has a 4 side. So, perimeter is given to us as 104 inches divided by 4. After reducing this, we will get a 26 inches. What is 26 inch? Yes, you are right. It is nothing but a one side or one side of a length of a table which is in a square shape. So, here the top of the length, one side is how much? 26 inches, then other length will be also 26 inch, third length will be also 26 inch and fourth length will be also 26 inch. When you do the sum of this, all length is nothing but an perimeter. So, perimeter was given to us, we have to find out an length of one side of a top of a table. So, the length of each side of the top of table is 26 inches, So, in this way, if perimeter is given, we can find out an length of a one side of a table. Now, find the area of each of this shape. You might be seeing that we are having here very different shapes. In the previous, we were having a square top of table top, where we were having a perimeter was given and we have to find out a length of each side. Here we are having some figures that we know what is the perimeter of a rectangle, as we know what is the perimeter of a square, as well as we know what is the formula for the area of a rectangle as well as area of a square. So, what we can do here, the figure you are seeing here is given somewhat close figure, but we can't find out an area. If it is a perimeter, you can do the sum of all the sides of a given figure, but they had asked us to find out the area of each. So, what we can do? We can just put a dotted line or here and we can find out the figure will be in this way. So, if I continue with this dotted line here, so what will be the shape of this? It will be a rectangle and this will be a square, or it will be a rectangle, because here the measurements are different. So, one of the opposite sides are 4 centimeter and this opposite sides are 5 centimeter. So, what we will do? We will find out first area of this rectangle, we can consider as rectangle 1 and we can find out the area of this rectangle as a rectangle 2. So, when you do the sum of these areas, you will find the area of the given shape, which is shaded here. You might be seeing this is somewhat grayish in color, which is given shape, we have to find out an area. So, we will see if I continue with your dotted line. So, this will be a rectangular in shape. Now, you know what is the total area. We can find out this area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So, length is given to us as 9 centimeter and breadth is given to us as 5 centimeter. So, we can multiply this length into breadth as 5 multiplied by 9 is nothing but an 45. It is the area which is inner part which is covered. So, it will be the unit we use as an square, that is centimeter square. If it is meter, it may be a meter square. So, in this way we have to find out one area of a given figure and we will find out here the area of another portion which is we had cut from the here with a dotted line. So, what will be the area again? Is again the same, because it is a rectangle in shape. If you do not find it is rectangle in shape, but we can see the measurement, here it is 4 centimeter, here is 5 centimeter. If all the sides of this shape is equal, then we can say it is an square. but we have a different measurement. So, area is equal to again length into breadth. So, what is our length is 4 centimeter multiplied by 5 centimeter. So, what will be the total is 5 4s are 20 and it is centimeter multiplied by centimeter means it is centimeter square. Now, you have find out the area of this figure as well as area of this figure. Now, we want to find out the area of a total figure. So, what will be the total area is equal to sum of, we can consider as a figure 1 as well as the sum of figure 2. So, in this way if you know now area of the both the figure and now you can find out the area of a given figure as sum of this both the areas, that is 45 plus 20 centimeter square. When you do the addition of this is nothing but 65 centimeter square. So, we can find out what is the area of the such figure which is not exactly in the rectangular form, but we have to find out the exact shape and we can find out 1 2 figure and we can do the sum of this and we can find out the area of a given figure. Here also you might be seeing some figure which is not a regular, we can say it is a rectangle or not a square, but we have to find out the area of this figure also. So, what we can do? We can put a dotted line from here and we can separate this figure into two different part, or we can say by splitting this figure and we can find out the area. When you split here with a dotted line, the figure will look like this. This is be one figure and this will be the another figure. So, now here we have to find out the area. So, area is equal to, you know now it is looking like a rectangle. So, we can say area is equal to length into breadth. So, here 2 multiplied by 5 is 10 centimeter square. So, area of this figure is 10 centimeter square and area of this figure is, we know the length, we know the breadth. So, what will be this? We can say here 4 and this is 2, total is 6. So, here it is 6, here is also 6, here also 6 centimeter and here also, because opposite sides are equal. But you can see here all the sides are 6 centimeter. So, what it is? It is a square. So, area of a square is equal to side into side you can say, or you can say side square, both are same. So, area of a square is equal to S into S. So, it is 6 centimeter multiplied by 6 centimeter. So, is how much? 36 centimeter square. Now, you had to find out the area of this figure by splitting and area of this figure also. Now, you can do the sum of this. So, total area is equal to 10 centimeter square plus 36 centimeter square. So, you can do the sum, that is nothing but 46 centimeter square. So, in this way we can find out the area of a given figure by splitting it into different shapes. It may be a rectangle or square, or it may be both the rectangle or it may be both the square. So, in this way we can find out area of a figure of this type of shapes. Now, we will see, you know what to be remember this? Yes, you might be thinking what is it? It is nothing but a fencing. It is nothing but fencing. So, the total cost of fencing around a shape can be calculated using the formula. So, where we use just to fence our bungalow. If you are having individual house, you can fence there also, and we can fence to an farm, field, resort or something, that we have to find out what will be the cost, total cost for fencing around the shapes of by which formula we have to calculate. So, perimeter of shape into the cost of fencing per unit. Perimeter of any shape you can find out, yes, because we had seen the example here. So, you know, if you know the perimeter of the shape and you know the cost of fencing per unit, per square unit means the one of the part per square, because we are getting in a market the for per square unit only the rates, the cost of fencing per square unit or per unit is how much. If you are, they say it is a 5 rupees per unit. So, what you have to do, you have to multiply it to this perimeter and you can find out the total amount for the fencing a house or fencing a field. In this way, first what you have to find out, you have to find out an perimeter of the given area, whatever the field, house, whatever it is, you have to find out the perimeter of that and then you have to multiply with the cost of fencing. So, you can find out what will be the total cost of it. So, in this way you have to remember, because this will be applicable in a word problem. So, we will see in detail afterward the one by one the examples related to our daily life. So, this formula you have to remember. So, I had written as you have to remember here. Now, we will see the example. You might be seeing that what is the picture over here. You might be having some ideas because we are learning a maths. So, you might be having some ideas of that. We are learning a perimeter and area. So, a farmer wants to fence his field which is rectangular in shape, which is in rectangular. Fencing, what you know now, he want to fence his field which is rectangular in a shape. Its dimensions are 500 meter and 250 meter. Means it is a rectangle, means the two sides will be the same, that is opposite side will be the same, and another side is given as 250 meter and one of the side, that is length, is given as 500 meter. So, we know both the side, it is a rectangle in shape, it is already given in the question. Suppose this side is 500 meter, then this side will be how much? 250 meter. How much money will the farmer spend on the fencing if the cost of fencing per meter is rupees 150? Now, we know the formula that how to find out the cost of a fencing, that we have to apply. First, what we have to do? First, we have to find out an perimeter. You are right, first we will find out perimeter of this. So, we can find out the perimeter. After we are getting the perimeter of this field, we have to multiply with the cost of fencing. So, we can find out the total cost of a fencing around the given field, which is the dimensions are given to us. So, in this way you have seen this figure is just nothing but it is a rectangular shape, it is nothing but a field where we have to make a fencing to this given field. Now, perimeter of a rectangular field is equal to, now it is a rectangle in shape, already I told, if it is one side is 500 meter, the another side will be 250 meter. So, opposite sides of rectangles are equal. So, this is 250 meter, then this will be also 250 meter, 500 meter, this is 500 meter. So, perimeter of a rectangle, you know the formula, it is rectangular in field. So, we have to use the formula of an rectangle is equal to 2 inside the bracket length plus breadth, or we can say it is L plus B. So, now you have to substitute the value of length as well as substitute the value of breadth. So, what will be the perimeter is equal to 2 inside the bracket 500 plus 250 is equal to 1500 meter. It is a perimeter. So, it will be the unit will be only meter, nothing but we can say that sum of all sides of an rectangular field is also the same, but when we have the large units, so we are using the formula which will be more easy to find out. It is not easy to count every time with addition. So, in this way we had find out a perimeter, that is nothing but 1500 meter. What is the perimeter of this rectangular field is 1500 meter. So, now what is our question? We have to do the fencing to this field, and the cost of per unit is given, the cost of per. So, what will be the cost? How much I have to pay for this fencing? First I have to go for the rough calculation. So, we will see how to find out the fencing, rate of fencing. So, this fencing already we had seen, I told just to remember, nothing but out from the outer side we have to do the fencing to the field. So, total cost of fencing the field is equal to perimeter of a field multiplied by cost per meter, which is already given to us. What is the cost per meter? Is 150 rupees. It is 150 rupees. So, what was the perimeter we had find out? Was 1500. So, 1500 multiplied by 150 is equal to 2,25,000. So, this amount is required to fence the given rectangular field. So, hence he will spend this much amount in fencing his field. So, in this way what we had done first we have find out a perimeter, and that perimeter when it is a rectangular in shape we have to use a formula of rectangle. If it is a square in shape we have to use the formula for square. After finding the perimeter of the given field, then what we had done? We had multiplied it with a cost per meter. So, in this way we had find out the total amount required to fence the given field. So, in this way we had find out the amount required. Now, we will learn about something about triangles as a part of a rectangle. You know the shape of a rectangle, yes, this is the shape of a rectangle where opposite sides are equal. Now, when we have a one diagonal through this rectangular in shape, so we will cut this rectangle from this diagonal. So, we will get a rectangle. So, we will get a two rectangle. So, area of each rectangle, area of each triangle we can find out, and what will be the formula that I will say how to find out an area of an triangle. When the rectangle is given to us, when we have cut from the diagonal, so we get a two triangle which are very similar to each other. So, we have to find out an area of each triangle. If you find out area of this triangle as well as this triangle, which will be very similar. So, both will be the same. So, if you do the sum of this, you can find out an area of an rectangle. So, area of each triangle is equal to half the area of rectangle. Now, you might be thinking why it is half area of a rectangle. Because we had divided rectangle into two parts, which we are getting a two portion of this. So, it is nothing but this portion is a half of the rectangle. So, what is the shape? It is a triangle. So, area of a triangle is equal to half the area of rectangle. This you have to remember. So, we can find out area of an triangle. Now, you are seeing one more triangle here. The area of each triangle is equal to 1/4 area of a square. What you might be thinking? Yes, this is a triangle which is one of the part of a square. When you have a square shape, suppose we have a square shape, this will be the one of the base part of this. So, in the square we have the very same triangles, total 4 same triangles, and if you paste this same 4 triangles, you will get a shape of n square. So, area of each triangle is equal to 1/4 part of an area of an square. So, we are having here one more triangle, that is a right angle, we are having here as an equilateral triangle. So, what are the formulas that you have to remember, that what will be the area of an rectangle and the square. Now, the length and the breadth of a rectangle are 17 centimeter and 9 centimeter respectively. Now, this shape is a rectangle whose length is given to us and breadth is given to us, which will be 17 centimeter as a length and the breadth is given as a 9 centimeter. Find the area of each triangle. Do you find here any shape of a triangle? No, because now you had learned that when we cut from the diagonal this, or we get and two triangle. So, two triangles are formed. So, find the area of each triangle formed by drawing one of its diagonals. You can draw the diagonals from A to C, or you can draw the diagonals from B to D. In the previous example only we had seen, when you cut from the diagonal, we have two separate triangles which were of a right angle triangle of an rectangle shape. So, if we cut a diagonal from here, that is A to C, it is your choice, you can imagine or you can draw the diagonal from B to D also. So, if I draw a diagonal from A to C, then we will have one triangle here and one triangle here, which is a right angle triangle. The area of each triangle is equal to, you know the formula now, half the area of an rectangle, half the area of an rectangle. So, you know the formula for area of a rectangle? Yes, you are right. It is nothing but it is L into B, that is length multiplied by breadth. Area of a rectangle is equal to length multiplied by breadth. What is the formula for the area of a triangle? Why it is half? Already I had explained you. So, the area of each triangle is equal to half area of an rectangle. So, we will write as a half. Now, you know area of a rectangle is equal to L into B. So, half we will write as it is multiplied by, you know what is the length given to us is 17 centimeter and breadth is given to us as an 9 centimeter. When you multiply centimeter into centimeter is nothing but centimeter square. So, it is half into 17 multiplied by 9. So, when you multiply numerator to numerator and you divide with a denominator, you will get as an 76.5 centimeter square. What it is? Yes, it is nothing but an area of each triangle. Each triangle. So, one was the triangle I had taken a diagonal as A to C. Yes, drawing a diagonal from A to C, I had find out one triangle whose area is nothing but 76.5 centimeter. And the one of the other triangle area will be also same, because it is an rectangle in a shape. So, each triangle will have what will be the area? Yes, it is 76.5 centimeter square, and this triangle will also have the same area. So, you can find out the area of a triangle by drawing a diagonal of your choice, that is A to C or B to D, when the length is given to us and when the breadth is given to us. It is very simple question, you can find out, but you have to remember that what is the formula to find out an area of an triangle. To find out the area of a triangle, that you have to remember the formulas, and we have to substitute the value of a length and breadth which is given to us in a figure. So, in this way we have tried to find out the area of a triangle The shape was given to us was a rectangle. By drawing the diagonal in the rectangular shape by your choice, and we have two similar triangles and we can find out the area of it. So, by using the formula we had tried to find out the area of an triangle. Hope so my dear student you have understood. Thank you very much.